This season, we are delighted to bring to the market 4 separate sales. So the Imperial Palette sale will feature 3 incredibly important pieces of imperial porcelain from the Qianlong period. So this magnificent moon flask decorated in the Doucai palette. It's decorated with this incredibly powerful 5-clawed iron red dragon. And under his leg there is this smaller 5-clawed green dragon. The decoration itself is known as the Emperor instructing the Crown Prince. Technically, this was an incredibly difficult object to make. The fact that we have such a perfect example next to us means that there were probably lots of pieces that did not make the cut. The challenge was that it's a very bulbous body, so it's very top-heavy, being fired in a very small foot. The Doucai decoration is incredibly refined. The enamels used were of the best quality, as you can tell from the vibrancy of the colors. The design is done in underglazed blue, there's a firing, and then that design is infilled with colored enamels, requiring a second firing. That again is another set of challenges. This is perhaps one of the most beautiful pieces of Doucai imperial porcelain we've handled in a long time. This is incredibly fresh to the market. It has been in private hands for the last 30 years. And then the next lot is this incredibly rare reticulated revolving vase. They don't come up very often, but when they do cause a lot of excitement. It's a porcelain vase within a porcelain vase. It's a perfect example of what the Qianlong court could produce. So we have this rather striking combination of colors. We have this beautiful band of lotus scrolls. We have this beautiful border, again with blooming flowers. What I found more interesting than the others that we have seen in the past is that you have this beautifully reticulated body, which to me it's emulating a window. So it's to give the viewer, the admirer, a little glimpse into what's going on inside the vase. Inside the vase we have 4 dragon boats. So it's a very romanticized view that you, as the viewer, is inside and glancing through this beautiful window to this world in the outside with this dragon boat. The third lot in our Imperial Palette sale, it's a porcelain hat stand. This was chosen because we wanted to give an insight into daily life of the Qianlong court. The hat stand is incredibly rare. There are no other known examples. It's decorated in gilding with areas of faux turquoise, and of course it has a beautiful imperial seal mark. One of our single owner collections this season is an English collection from the Palmer family. They were the founders of Huntley and Palmer's biscuit, which was at the time one of the greatest manufacturers of biscuits. One of the highlights of the collection is this incredibly fine and beautiful family rose flowers and birds dish dating to the Yongjing period. The decoration is inspired by dynasty flower and bird paintings, which the Yongjing really appreciated. Which makes it even rarer is the fact that its back is completely covered in black enamel. It was bought from Yamanaka, the great Chinese art dealer in London, in 1936. And then it was subsequently exhibited at one of the Oriental Ceramic Society exhibitions on Manchu enameled porcelain in 1951 in London. Robert Tang is a retired judge. He served at the Queen's Council in the 80s and 90s. His furniture collection, it's a sale of 22 lots, has some very rare examples of 17th century Ming pieces, such as the 17th century chairs carved. It's interesting because one chair is carved with a qilin on the backrest and the other one is carved with a hound, which is incredibly rare. They have these incredibly unassuming, beautiful, very elegant, clean lines. But as you get closer, you fall in love with its simplicity. Little details make it very special. And also the tone of the wood is incredibly beautiful.